Welcome to Sam and Kev's Outdoor Adventures. I'm Sam, I'm on my own today, and I'm on the Wangapeka Track in Kahurangi National Park, and on my way to Cecil King's Hut. Okay, so I'm about an hour and a half into the walk up the Wangapeka River. I've just broken out into a beautiful area just down by the river where it's a bit calmer, and I've just laid eyes on yet another blue duck. I've never seen blue ducks in all the tramping I've ever done until today. So a little bit about the Wangapeka Track. This track was first constructed in the mid-1800s. In the 1850s, gold was found in this area. So in the 1860s, a pack track was cut in down the Wangapeka. And by the late 1800s, the track had been cut right through to Karamea on the west coast of the South Island of New Zealand. Just coming up on King's Creek Hut. Quick tour of King's Hut. So from the 70s, a larger dock hut. There's 2 bunk rooms, each bunk room with about room for 10 people. Nice wee fireplace as well. A nice wee look at King's Hut, which is the main hut that trampers coming through this area would stay at now. But that's not why we're here, and that's not why I'm doing this trip. We're off to Cecil King's Hut. This is a wee gold prospector's hut that's been there since the 1930s. Built by Cecil King. He was a gold prospector. The 30s was a time of depression, economic depression within New Zealand. There was a lot of people prospecting for gold at that time. The government was encouraging it. So he came out here and he handcrafted this hut out of one red beech tree. So this is one for the hut baggers and the hut collectors out there. So Cecil King's Hut was built in 1935 by Cecil King himself. He was one of about 150 gold prospectors in this area at that time, and his claim was in this area where he built his hut. And I don't think anyone ever made a hell of a lot of gold or money out of gold in this area ultimately, but Cecil kept coming back throughout his whole life. Every summer he would come back and stay at this hut and pan for gold, and even in his retirement he would come and spend long periods of time here. So it's great that it's been saved. So this hut was restored back in the early 90s by Max Polglaze, a very well known forest ranger in this area. Max was also responsible for restoring and doing a lot of work on Asbestos Hut, another video which we filmed not that long ago, so if you'd like to check that one out, just click the link above. So that was an awesome trip into Cecil King's Hut. It took about 3 to 3.5 hours to make it in here. It was a real highlight on the way seeing Field blue duck for the first time for me. Just an awesome experience. So that wraps up the trip for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see some more of these, and we'll see you next time.